Shalom. I want to begin first and foremost, giving all praises to the Heavenly Father Yahweh and His only begotten Son Yahweh Shai, whom the world ignorantly calls Jehovah and Jesus. I want to give all praises in the ancient Hebrew tongue while facing the east. Call halal la Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem Rakak Kwadash, Barakata Yahweh, Barakata Yahweh Shai, the water, Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem Rakak Kwadash. Double honors to the apostles, to the elders of Yasharala, Greatmillstone. Shalom to the 144,000. Shalom to the elect. My name is Maka'ala, and today I just want to talk about a quick Revelation 17 update. EU must assert independence with arms spending and Ukraine accession, says von der Leyen. European Commission President Ursula von der Leyen said on Thursday Europe needed to assert independence with greater defense spending and by bringing Ukraine into the EU. The next great era, our next great unifying project must come from an independent Europe, she said in the German city of Aachen in her acceptance speech of the Charlemagne Prize for European Unification. To build an independent Europe, we must throw off our shackles, she added. In a nod to growing European concerns about over-reliance on the US, von der Leyen cast independence as the next phase in the row of historic European projects such as securing peace after World War II, shaping a common market and currency, and reuniting Europe after the fall of the Soviet Union in 1989. So basically, the European Union is breaking up with America. And Trump, you could thank Trump for that, all right, for accelerating this prophecy, right? Because the European Union, it doesn't, that those two words don't show up in the Bible, all right? The United States, those three words don't, United States, two words, they don't show up in the Bible. Okay. But they are active players in the end times. They're major players in the end times in the book of Revelation. All right, and then Revelation 17, it talks about the beast, which is just a metaphor for the European Union. And it talks about the whore of Babylon, which is basically America. All right, Babylon is America. So that chapter goes into how the European Union, all right, the beast, is ultimately going to separate itself from America. And now thanks to Trump, all right, that's happening at an accelerated pace, all right. And you also have the far right coming into power in America, all right, and spreading all around Slovakia, not America. I mean the European Union. The far right coming into power in the European Union, in several countries in the European Union, and that's this prophecy right here in particular. All right, Revelation 17, verse 13. These have one mind and shall give their power and strength unto the beast. All right, these have one purpose. These have one common policy. All right, they're all adopting the same political ideology of far right extremism. All right, and one of the aspects of far right politics is nationalism, where uh, they put the interests of their own countries above any other country. Kind of like what you're seeing with Trump right now. So, in a way, there is kind of like a far right tendency emerging in America. Right? But you're going to see that in the European Union, in the beast. And the culmination of this is the European Union completely turning on America, not wanting anything to do with America anymore. And the climax is the European Union, the beast, attacking America with nuclear fire. All right, I'm going to leave it there. I hope the video is edifying. Shalom.